Hi everyone, Megan Schoner with Keller Williams here. Just wanted to go over a topic of solar panels. I seem to get this question a lot. A lot of sellers are getting the door-to-door salesman coming up and pitching solar panels to the house. And sellers are saying, I think this is a fantastic idea, and is this going to add a lot of value to my home? So the first thing I will say is, if you want solar panels and you're going to plan to stay in the house for 30 years, and this is your forever home, and it's really important to you, then absolutely go ahead and do it. If you're thinking about reselling your house, though, there's some things to consider, and I personally wouldn't recommend it. First of all, you have the cost of it, so you have to look at, even though you get a tax savings break on it, what's your monthly payment for Florida Power and Light versus the amount that you're paying per month for the equipment, and how much are you really saving over the period of the loan, and make sure that you're looking at, I've heard of some loans up to 60 or 70 years, so make sure you're reading the fine print on it. The second thing is, if you're thinking about selling, it doesn't really add that much value to the home. So let's say the average cost is about $50,000 for these solar panels. You're not going to necessarily get that $50,000 back in value. You might get somewhere between $15,000, maybe $20,000, somewhere around in there. So you just have to know that going into it. And the other thing too is that at closing time, the seller is responsible for paying off the solar panels. So let's say you bought the solar panels for $50,000, you've paid $10,000 off. At closing, you still have to pay off an additional $40,000. So just know that in terms of your net proceeds at the end, you have to subtract that, because you're going to have to pay that out before you can close. The third thing to think about too is insurance may drop you or may not cover you with the solar panels. So you want to check with your insurance companies ahead of time before going with the solar panels. And then the last thing too is, if you have a new roof, or have had, you may want to check with that roof company, because your warranty may not be valid anymore with the solar panels. So just some things to think about. The idea of solar makes a lot of sense, but if you're thinking about selling, just some things to consider. Hopefully this is helpful for you guys. You have a fantastic weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.